Top 25 Business Analyst Interview Questions and Answers. Preparing for a business analyst interview requires strong analytical skills, clear communication, and a deep understanding of business processes. These top 25 questions with answers will help you build confidence and prepare effectively. 1. Can you tell me about yourself? I am an experienced business analyst with background in analyzing processes, gathering requirements, and supporting stakeholders to deliver effective solutions. My strengths lie in problem-solving, communication, and stakeholder collaboration. Over the years, I have worked on projects involving system enhancements, process automation, and data-driven decisions. I focus on aligning IT solutions with business objectives to maximize efficiency and value. I am passionate about delivering results that meet organizational goals while ensuring stakeholder satisfaction through collaboration and clarity. 2. Why did you choose to become a business analyst? I chose to become a business analyst because I enjoy bridging the gap between business needs and technology solutions. I have a passion for problem-solving, requirement analysis, and improving processes. The role allows me to work closely with stakeholders, understand their pain points, and recommend efficient solutions. It combines analytical thinking with communication, which I excel at. Additionally, being a business analyst provides the opportunity to continuously learn and contribute to business success, which motivates me deeply. 3. What are the key responsibilities of a business analyst? A business analyst is responsible for gathering and analyzing business requirements, documenting processes, and identifying improvement opportunities. They facilitate communication between stakeholders and technical teams to ensure solutions meet needs. They also develop use cases, perform gap analysis, and support testing phases. A business analyst ensures that delivered solutions align with business objectives and provide measurable benefits. Their role is essential in transforming requirements into actionable project plans while maintaining stakeholder engagement and effective project documentation throughout the lifecycle. 4. What skills do you think a business analyst must have? A business analyst should possess strong analytical, problem-solving, and communication skills. Critical thinking, attention to detail, and the ability to understand complex processes are vital. Technical knowledge such as SQL, data analysis, and modeling tools is often beneficial. Soft skills like stakeholder management, negotiation, and adaptability are equally important. A successful business analyst also demonstrates documentation, requirements gathering, and presentation abilities. Strong organizational skills and business acumen enable them to effectively contribute to both project success and business growth. 5. How you gather requirements from stakeholders. I gather requirements using techniques such as interviews, workshops, questionnaires, and document analysis. Active listening and asking clarifying questions help ensure accurate understanding. I also employ use cases, process mapping, and brainstorming sessions to validate requirements. Collaboration with stakeholders is essential, and I document requirements in clear, structured formats like business requirement documents, BRDS, or user stories. Afterward, I confirm accuracy through walkthroughs and stakeholder sign-offs to ensure alignment and minimize risks of misinterpretation during project execution and delivery. 6. Can you explain the difference between functional and non-functional requirements? Functional requirements describe what a system must do, such as features, tasks, or interactions that deliver specific business value. For example, processing transactions or generating reports. Non-functional requirements define system qualities like performance, security, usability, and reliability. They determine how the system performs under specific conditions. Both are critical. Functional requirements ensure the system delivers necessary capabilities, while non-functional requirements guarantee efficiency, user satisfaction, and stability. A successful business analyst must clearly distinguish and document both types for project success. 7. How do you prioritize requirements during a project? I prioritize requirements using methods such as Moscow, must-have, should-have, could-have, want-have, business value analysis, and stakeholder input. Critical requirements essential to achieving project goals come first. I evaluate each requirement's impact on business objective, cost, and risks to determine its priority. Engaging stakeholders ensures alignment and consensus. Maintaining flexibility is important because priorities may shift during the project lifecycle. Effective prioritization allows resources to be allocated efficiently, ensuring that the most valuable outcomes are delivered within given constraints. 8. What is the role of a business analyst in Agile projects? In Agile projects, a business analyst collaborates closely with product owners, scrum masters, and development teams. They help refine the product backlog by writing user stories, acceptance criteria, and ensuring clarity. They facilitate communication between stakeholders and the team to keep priorities aligned. The business analyst ensures requirements are flexible and adaptive to changing business needs. They also participate in sprint planning, backlog grooming, and retrospectives. Their focus is delivering incremental value, ensuring transparency, and supporting continuous improvement throughout Agile development. 9. Can you explain what a use case is? A use case describes how a user interacts with a system to achieve a specific goal. It outlines the steps involved, the actors, preconditions, and expected outcomes. Use cases help clarify system requirements, improve communication, and ensure alignment between business stakeholders and developers. They can be represented in textual descriptions or diagrams. Business analysts use use cases to validate functionality, identify gaps, and support test case development. They are an effective tool for simplifying complex processes into clear, actionable requirements. 10. How do you handle conflicting requirements from different stakeholders? I handle conflicting requirements by first understanding each stakeholder perspective through active listening. I then analyze the business objectives to identify which requirements add the most value. Facilitating discussions and workshops helps stakeholders collaborate and find common ground. I document all perspectives clearly and provide trade-off analyses when necessary. If conflicts remain unresolved, I escalate to project sponsors or steering committees for guidance. The goal is to reach consensus while ensuring alignment with overall business goals and project deliverables. 11. What is gap analysis and business analysis? Gap analysis is the process of identifying the difference between the current state and the desired future state of a business process or system. It highlights areas needing improvement and provides insights into solutions. A business analyst uses gap analysis to recommend changes that close these gaps effectively. The process involves analyzing workflows, data, and system capabilities. Gap analysis helps organizations prioritize improvement efforts, optimize processes, and achieve strategic goals while ensuring efficient resource allocation and stakeholder satisfaction. 12. What tools do you commonly use as a business analyst? I commonly use tools like Microsoft Excel for data analysis, Microsoft Visio for process mapping, and JIRA or Trello for project tracking. For documentation, I rely on Microsoft Word and Confluence. SQL is useful for querying databases, while Tableau or Power BI assist with data visualization. For modeling, I use UML tools. The choice of tool depends on project needs, team preferences, and organizational standards. These tools help improve collaboration, maintain transparency, and ensure effective communication across stakeholders and teams. 13. How do you ensure that requirements are clear and understood? I ensure requirements are clear by documenting them in structured formats, such as BRDS or user stories. I use simple, unambiguous language and visual aids like flowcharts or diagrams. Conducting walkthroughs with stakeholders helps validate requirements and clarify any confusion. Feedback loops are important to confirm accuracy. Additionally, I apply acceptance criteria to define measurable outcomes. By maintaining open communication and collaboration, I ensure all parties share a common understanding of the requirements, reducing risks and improving project outcomes. 14. What is the importance of a business requirement document, BRD? A BRD is crucial as it defines the business needs, goals, and detailed requirements for a project. It serves as a central reference document for stakeholders, developers, and testers. The BRD ensures alignment across teams, reduces miscommunication, and provides traceability throughout the project lifecycle. It also facilitates approval and sign-off processes, ensuring accountability. By capturing functional and non-functional requirements, the BRD plays a vital role in reducing risks, managing expectations, and ensuring successful project delivery within scope and objectives. 15. Can you explain the difference between BRD and SRS? A business requirement document, BRD, focuses on high-level business needs, goals, and stakeholder expectations. It defines what the business wants to achieve. A software requirement specification, SRS, however, translates those business needs into detailed technical requirements. It explains how the system should be built to meet the business objectives. Essentially, the BRD answers the what and why, while the SRS answers the how. Both are critical, ensuring alignment between business objectives and technical implementation throughout project execution. 16. How do you validate a solution after implementation? I validate solutions by conducting user acceptance testing, UAT, with stakeholders to confirm the solution meets requirements. I review test results, track defects, and verify that all acceptance criteria are met. I also compare the solution's performance against business objectives to ensure value delivery. Gathering user feedback and monitoring initial usage help identify potential issues. Documentation and sign-offs provide confirmation of successful implementation. Post-implementation reviews ensure that solutions are sustainable, effective, and aligned with the organization's strategic goals. 17. What is SWOT analysis, and how do you use it? SWOT analysis is a strategic planning tool used to identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. As a business analyst, I use SWOT to assess internal and external factors affecting projects or organizations. It helps stakeholders understand current positioning, risks, and potential improvements. By analyzing these factors, I can recommend strategies that leverage strengths, address weaknesses, seize opportunities, and mitigate threats. SWOT analysis is valuable for decision-making, requirement gathering, and aligning business strategies with market and organizational goals. 18. How do you communicate complex information to stakeholders? I communicate complex information by breaking it down into simple, understandable terms. I use visual aids like flowcharts, diagrams, and dashboards to illustrate key points. Tailoring communication to the audience's knowledge level is essential. For executives, I focus on business impact, while for technical teams, I provide detailed specifications. Regular meetings, clear documentation, and feedback loops ensure understanding. Active listening also helps address questions. My goal is to ensure transparency, reduce confusion, and build stakeholder confidence in project outcomes. 19. What is the difference between Agile and waterfall methodologies? Agile is an iterative approach that delivers value incrementally, allowing flexibility and adaptation to changes. It emphasizes collaboration, continuous feedback, and working software. Waterfall, however, is a linear methodology with sequential phases. Requirements, design, development, testing, and deployment. Changes are difficult once a phase is completed. Agile is ideal for dynamic projects with evolving requirements, while Waterfall suits projects with stable, well-defined needs. As a business analyst, I adapt my techniques based on the chosen methodology to ensure project success. 20. How do you manage stakeholder expectations? I manage stakeholder expectations through regular communication, transparency, and setting realistic goals. I ensure stakeholders are involved in requirement gathering and decision-making processes. By providing status updates, I keep them informed of progress and challenges. I document agreements to avoid misunderstandings and manage changes through structured processes. When issues arise, I address them promptly with solutions. Active listening and empathy are critical in understanding concerns. Managing expectations builds trust, reduces conflicts, and ensures stakeholder satisfaction throughout the project lifecycle. 21. Can you explain what a process flow diagram is? A process flow diagram visually represents the steps involved in a business process, showing how tasks, data, or decisions flow between entities. It uses symbols to depict activities, inputs, and outputs. Business analysts use process flow diagrams to identify inefficiencies, redundancies, and opportunities for improvement. They also help stakeholders understand workflows clearly, making discussions more effective. Process flow diagrams are valuable for requirement gathering, process redesign, and system development. They improve communication by simplifying complex processes into understandable visuals. 22. What is the difference between a business analyst and a project manager? A business analyst focuses on understanding business needs, gathering requirements, and ensuring solutions align with objectives. They bridge communication between stakeholders and technical teams. A project manager, on the other hand, is responsible for planning, executing, and delivering projects within scope, time, and budget. While both roles collaborate closely, their responsibilities differ. The BA ensures the right solution is delivered, while the PM ensures it is delivered effectively. Both are vital for successful project outcomes and organizational growth. 23. How do you handle change requests in a project? When handling change requests, I first analyze the impact on scope, timeline, cost, and resources. I document the change and consult with stakeholders to assess its value. If beneficial, I recommend approval through the change control process. I also update requirement documents and communicate changes to the team. Transparency is critical to avoid misunderstandings. If the request poses risks, I present alternatives or negotiate compromises. Managing change requests effectively ensures projects remain aligned with business goals and stakeholder expectations. 24. How do you ensure business continuity during project execution? I ensure business continuity by developing risk management plans, backup strategies, and contingency measures. I identify potential disruptions and create mitigation approaches. Effective communication ensures stakeholders are aware of challenges and prepare to respond. I also monitor project progress closely, addressing risks proactively. Collaborating with IT and operations teams helps maintain essential services during changes. Documentation, training, and knowledge transfer ensure minimal impact on operations. These measures safeguard business activities, reduce downtime, and ensure successful project outcomes even under uncertainty. 25. Where do you see yourself in 5 years as a business analyst? In 5 years, I see myself as a highly skilled business analyst with expertise in advanced data analytics, process improvement, and digital transformation projects. I aim to take on leadership roles, mentoring junior analysts, and contributing to organizational strategy. My goal is to continuously grow in knowledge, adapt to industry changes, and deliver impactful solutions. I aspire to be recognized as a trusted advisor, driving business value and innovation, while maintaining strong relationships with stakeholders across various domains. Preparing for a business analyst interview involves mastering both technical and soft skills. By practicing these questions, you'll enhance your confidence, demonstrate expertise, and increase your chances of securing your desired role.